in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. A handoff, running left, Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you, the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry for Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Operating from the gun, Gray. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Gray. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Corral for down near his own goal line. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, this is McCaffrey. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The Cardinals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Corral. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Going for it on 4th down. Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Back to throw is Gray. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Derrick Henry with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top two teams right now in that division. And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Yeah, he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Corral. That pass complete to Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Corral on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Up and good for Santoso. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw. Gray. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Third and goal. Here's Corral. He's got Anderson right side. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Up and good for Santoso. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's Gray to throw on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
And they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Gray to throw on third down. Running the slant, Gray with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Gray on third down. This is caught. Touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Moore, the man in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. First down. Here's Corral with it. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Corral's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Moore, the man in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point try now for Santoso. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Off play action. Gray. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Inside handoff, Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
He's back to throw. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Henry up the middle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Corral. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
It all comes down to the leg of Ryan Santoso right here. This from long, very long range. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Gray now, throwing to start the drive. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's got it inside the 10. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Corral looking to throw. Pushes him over. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Corral throwing for it on 4th. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
Moore, the man in motion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Corral. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long. Corral gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Fourth down. Here's Corral. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Corral. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Arizona, they moved to